This is Stephen Williams, Master Motivator, your encourager, with your word for the week. Thank you so much for allowing me to come into your space. I don't take it for granted, and I really do appreciate it. Listen, you know how we do it. Before I can get a word in, got to get a word to come up out of you. Come on, say this with me. I'm the head, not the tail. I'm above, not beneath. I'm fearfully and I'm wonderfully made. Listen, I have a twofold thing this week. One of the things that I'm pursuing is, if you know anything about me, I'm in search of the ab. You don't have to be 6, you don't have to be 5. If I can just find one, I'm good. And one of the things that the man said that I'm searching for, he said 3 things, but I remember 2 of them. And he said, in order for you to get your abs, you definitely have to exercise. That's it. And then the second thing is, he was like, you have to make sure you deal with your diet. And so no matter how much you exercise, your diet, because you have to, and this is what he said, trim the fat, because the abs are really beneath there. It's just that there is a layer, and in my case, whole lot of layer of fat that's on top of it. But what I heard when he said trim the fat, when he said trim it down, what I heard was we have to be in a position where we can trim down the excess fat that's around our lives in order for us to become who we need to become. Life in and of itself is already difficult. Life can be hard. It can throw you blows after blow, things after things that will come, make you second guess yourself, situations that happen that becomes bumps in the road, or the continuation of life where you're always on a continuation of doing the same old thing over and over and over again. But what I'm learning is the greatest success for adversity, the greatest thing for adversity is to become successful and to become you, to be truthful with what's going on in your heart. Acknowledge it and roll with it. And that's where I am today. You're going to have to trim the fat. Who's around you that's not pursuing? What's around you? What's in you that's not working? Things that just doesn't seem to be coming into play. You're going to have to figure out how to get down so you can see the core of who you are, the beauty down on the inside, where that ab is. You got to get rid of that fat, trim it away. You got to check out your diet. What is it that you are taking in that you don't need to take in anymore? What is it that you need to change? Because everything about this whole thing of life and success, to me, is not last name. It's not geography. It's in your mind. And if you don't do it psychologically and move forward, then you're never going to accomplish all the things that you need to accomplish. It's time for us to trim the fat. My son has a song that says, the current that you are has been dragging me down. And I'm so grateful that I can at least see the things that are around me that's dragging, see the things that keeping me in a negative light, that's keeping me in a negative aura. You got to get rid of this negative aura. There it is. Change your outside. Change what you're doing. Change and see it from a different vantage point. You were meant to be successful. You were meant to be great. And I'm telling you, and nothing else, you were meant to be happy and successful, walking in purpose. And that doesn't happen if you don't do this with a new voice. Every new day starts with a new voice, and you're going to have to walk in that in this season. So listen, trim this fat. Get down to the core of who you are so that you can become the best that you can be. I'm not saying you're not beautiful like you are, because you are. My quest is to get to the ab. But in order to get to it, I got to trim the fat away. And in order to get to my success, I got to trim the fat away. So do you. Listen, make it happen in this season. It's going to happen for you if you do it. Be encouraged.